Jeed Gutakha Urukti Neka Diwanahu Sanstagni Elijah Landon. Hello, my name is Spring Thunder Voice, but English, it's Elijah Landon. For my speech, I wanted to do something I'm passionate about, but something that was also long enough to be 5 minutes, but I know if I really wanted to, it could be way over 5 minutes. So I don't know. Usually for a language like lesson or session, depending on where you are, I'll explain this. It can go different. It can start differently. In a classroom, you just do a brief review of what you went over the last class period, and then you'll give them an anticipatory set, which is like brief review of what they did last time. Anticipatory set is something that they, it's like on there, like, oh, today we're gonna go over numbers or whatever. So, for example, we have it on the board there, which she talks about class. You'll do that with the same thing in the class setting. So, for example, I would substitute teach for White Shield High School, the language class there, and then I would also do evening classes in White Shield for the community. So I had to do 2 different types of teaching styles. One where it's really laid back, and then one where it's like a little more, I wouldn't say cutthroat, more like professional or formal. Yeah. So you would give them the brief review, anticipatory set, and then you would go into your vocab for the day. So for this, I was gonna have anybody want to go over numbers, but I feel like that'd go on way too long. So for this, I gave you guys a handout. It's actually the numbers lesson that we use for our curriculum that we adapted from the Salish in Washington. This usually, I would only go over 1 through 10, just for like a mini lesson. And with that, your first step would be like introducing the words. So you can say 1 through 10, and then you'll slowly, I guess it's called repetition. So you'll say the word over and over and over again so that you could help your student retain that word. So for example, I would say number 1, and then I would hold up my hand, 1, up, and then again, depending on like where you are, you would say heido pidu bashkunitko ku awit. So be quiet and listen. Up, and then you'll do that like depending on how long you have, like 5 to 10 times. And then after that, you'll say, all right, now you guys can try. And then I would be like, okay, so we'll go, Caleb, up, and then I'll have you repeat after me, up, or however long. You'll do that for the first like 5, and then after, I'll explain this. So I'll do 1, and then I would go into 2, and then I'd repeat 1 after going through 2 a couple times. So then I would go up, big, and then have somebody else repeat it, and then I'll be like, okay, well, who remembers 1 and how to say it? Perfect. And then I go big. Who remembers how to say 2? And then you just keep going until you get to 5, and then you review all 5. So that's usually what I would do. And then to make it even more fun, to make it.
We're awake now.
To make it more interesting, you could do like a game.
Recorded.
You would usually do a game at the end of learning the vocab, just so you can retain the information a little more hands-on. So it'd be like, so let's say I have, DJ Newt, or whatever, and then it'll be like, how many? And it'd be big, exactly. And then it'd be like, DJ Newt, big, or yeah. So that's something that's like a little more just basic or bare bones, but usually I would plan out an actual game, and then on top of it, usually I also have flashcards with the number 1, and then I'll have like an image or something of like however many, but I don't have the entire book with me right now, so I couldn't. And then for the end of class, instead of using vocab, I would teach phrases. So like, just a quick example would be like, DJ we no tipsy wa, DJ we no tipsy wa, it's on there. How old are you? And then if we went through all the numbers, you would be able to actually say, oh, DJ we no tipsy wa, oh, wait, the group tipsy wa, no heni na no heni one. So I asked myself, how old are you? And I said, I am 19. So otherwise, like I said, usually depends on where you are and how, like, your audience that you're teaching. Because I can't lie, I was in a high school and I barely graduated high school teaching high schoolers, and that was kind of funny.
Oh.
But
What language or what was
this is a Rick Rock.
it?
Thank you.